Hey everybody. Today, oh hold on. We need a different hat for this. Because we're talking about Destiny today. Today, Tuesday, February 8th, 2022. Now we are 14 days, 2 weeks exactly away from Witch Queen's drop. Bungie, well, Destiny 2's YouTube channel, released a ViDoc. As well as a trailer for their new season that comes with the expansion. So we're just going to do this pretty raw. We're not going to, like, edit it super highly, like, bam, bam, bam. I'm going to be happy I didn't do that. But let's get over here real quick. Cool. Why is that? Club Penguin in the Vietnam War? What? Okay. I did not know this existed. We're going to add this to a watch later. All right, there we go. But here we got the ViDoc. Let's make sure my settings are good. I got to make sure my my sound bar, because I have a sound bar for my PC now, so let's...
I know what you want.
Okay, already good. Let's just... Okay, maybe if I do this now.
What is true?
Yo, what?
What is false?
That looks like that thing from Star Wars, the what is it again? It's what the Trade Federation uses, but it looks like that mixed with a dreadnought. Okay, hold on.
The Witch Queen is an unsettling mystery. Our biggest foe, Savathun, has our grandest tool, the light.
It's paying off narrative threads that we planted way back in Destiny 1.
I'm here to protect humanity.
How do we stop this?
The stakes in the universe are
Oh
rising.
damn,
and it's the
everybody's
greatest
there.
challenge
Wait, hold on, let's check. That was everybody. Let's
in Destiny 1.
wait, no, I'll do my breakdown later.
I'm here to protect humanity.
How do we stop this?
The stakes in the universe are rising, and it's the
We're in
greatest
Zaval's
challenge that we've
office,
ever
it seems.
faced.
We're shedding that dogma of light equals good, darkness equals bad. We're really entering the mists and trying to discern what's in front of us and what's lurking just underneath the surface.
What is your truth now?
There are a lot of bombshells in the Witch Queen narrative. And that's just scratching the surface of what we're going to get into this year.
What?
Witch Queen and Season of the Risen is
What just happened to
chapter
the
1,
Mars?
the beginning of the end for the Light and Darkness saga.
We're really getting to the core of what it means to be a guardian. We are looking at and asking big questions about the light and darkness.
We have a big bad that we've been anticipating for a really long time coming back in the form of Savathun.
Savathun's had a hand in most of the major conflicts that we've been involved
Holy
with.
shit.
We've heard about Savathun for years and just bits and pieces, and then like you see it slowly building over seasons until
Okay,
we
yeah,
come
we
to
saw
this
that at
huge critical
Season of the
point.
Arrival.
Savathun's no longer just someone you hear about.
She's not just interfering in little ways. She's now ready to take center stage.
Wait. Whoa.
Savathun's no longer just someone you hear about.
She's not just interfering
Are
in
we
little
just
ways.
seeing right
She's now
now
ready.
the exorcism of Savathun? Yeah. Holy shit, this is the exorcism of
To take center
Savathun.
stage.
Sight. 1, 2, 3.
Savathun, she's larger than life. We wanted to make her feel imposing and very regal and dancing through motion in some way.
The light offers us a fresh start.
She's very manipulative. She is very ethereal, but she also has like that creepiness to her as well.
She promised she'd help us out with this pyramid ship problem that's coming our way. But the reality of the situation is Savathun is only...
Okay, so we have our Guardian, Shax, Anna, Saint, Saladin, and Eris, and
on
Zavala
Savathun's side.
Ikora.
We've outlived our purpose, and it is to Savathun's benefit to wipe us off that chessboard.
She's lived among us. She has played us for fools. She knows us inside and out. And she's been a step ahead of us, like, the whole way. So How do you beat someone like that?
It isn't too late. You can still be forgiven. Be careful. I'll hold you to it.
In order to beat Savathun, you need to understand Savathun.
Ooh, we're looking at the
Her
throne world, okay.
is a manifestation of Savathun's own personality, which is in Witch Queen going through a transformation through the light.
Okay.
She has these areas that she's kind of trying to shun and push away. For the old hive areas, it's much more atmospheric, it's very dense, it's very claustrophobic, it's spooky. Then when you make your way into the Lucent hive area, it's a lot more open and broad. It's definitely brighter, it's definitely more lively.
We want people to look at it like an impressionist painting, something that's very pretty from far away, but as you get closer, it's not really what it seems. It's very unsettling.
You're looking at shapes, you're looking at these things within the world, and you're not entirely sure what they are, and you have to get close and you have to investigate.
What's really going to be exciting for players is that they're going to get to play that part of psychic detective, trying to solve the many mysteries of the throne world.
Hold on.
Witch Queen campaign, I think, is probably the most ambitious campaign we've made in a very long time.
We're building the Definitively Destiny campaign, so leaning into the journey you can find in exotic missions or the mechanics you might find in a dungeon.
You have to kind of think your way through. You have to figure out, like, hey, what do I need to do next in order to get to the end of this?
We've got Savathun, right? The Queen of Lies. So this campaign is full of surprises.
Savathun has all these abilities, and you got to make sure that all of the abilities of the bosses would be something worthy of her. And as I kept thinking about this, I felt like I was really becoming Savathun.
We've also added the legendary difficulty, which is called Become Legend.
It's not for the faint of heart. It's gonna be loaded with these moments that are gonna be frustrating, almost like teeth gnashing, but when you get through those encounters, you're gonna feel like really accomplished.
Double rewards, yeah.
As people who have worked on raids and dungeons before, being able to broaden that experience for any kind of player who comes in is really important.
Campaign, baby.
If the Witch Queen is the psychic detective,
that was a new boss.
Fantasy and Journey, then Season of the Risen is
Caiatl?
that same detective throwing on their flak jacket and defending Earth from the Hive Guardians and the Lucent Hive and Savathun herself.
When Savathun shows up on our doorstep with the light, the first person to lend us help is Caiatl.
Yeah.
You want us to hit them.
I need us to hit them.
She's got this light suppressing technology that the Cabal were using in Season of the Chosen, and now she's going to help us use that against
hold on. Okay,
Lucent
never
Hive.
mind. I need to
When you're working
wait
with
off.
Caiatl,
Is
she's
that a
different
light
approach.
cannon?
It's not about asking questions, it's about getting in
Is that
there and extracting.
a mobile almighty?
We don't really understand what happened when Savathun actually was able to take the light. So the campaign in Season of the Risen in many ways is about that story. Guardians need to stop Savathun's advance beyond the throne world. And Savathun poses an existential threat to everyone because she basically has an undead army.
In fighting the Lucent Brood, this isn't our first time in the game fighting other light bearers, but it is the first time that we'll be facing other light bearers that have much more relentless motives.
When you look at these Hive Guardians and when they do their abilities, you immediately make that connection like, oh, they are using my powers against me. As soon as we see the Knight pop its super and it has 2 shields, you immediately are like, oh yeah, I see that connection. And then it's like, and then you're like, it hits you with those things and then you're dead. And it's just an amazing experience.
The Guardians themselves kind of feel like a fire team that you're fighting against. You got every class represented.
The Acolyte, when that character casts, does very similar thing as the player, like the Arc Wizard. The sparks go out, it's ready to go. If you're not smart about it, if you're not paying attention, you are essentially going to have to play that fight over again.
If you're successful in taking down one of these Hive units that are wielding the light, you actually have to go up and kill their ghosts.
That was like one of my favorite things that we were able to do in this game is just that moment where you crush the ghost.
It's kind of this
It's a finisher
moral
to do
dilemma.
it. Okay.
A ghost is your companion, and now suddenly you have one in your hand and you're about to crush it.
The first time it happens, You're like looking at your hand like, I can't believe what I've just done. Am I doing this? Should I be doing this?
I have a ghost.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
what is going on?
Savathun and her
I
Lucian
do
Brood
like
are
the
the
look
most
of the
dangerous
Hive
enemies we've
Hunters,
faced
though.
so far. And so we're going to need
Hive
better,
Hunters
more
look dope.
powerful weapons and tools to fight against that threat.
We did a bunch of work early on looking at various different types of weapons we could add to the sandbox.
We wanted to introduce a special weapon archetype that was effective more at a middle
Glaive,
range,
baby.
but also had these kind of additional roles associated with it. The glaive is a projectile weapon, and it is a shield, and it's a melee weapon. We wanted to keep that experience in first person. It has an immediacy that you don't really get when you're using a sword because the camera is so much further back. Because this is also a projectile weapon with a slower moving projectile, the onus of skill on aiming these weapons is about leading and compensating for the speed of the projectile and anticipating that. If you're in a really difficult encounter and one of your teammates dies somewhere out in the open where you normally wouldn't be able to get to them, you can bring that shield up and actually get the revive and then fall back. Glaives originate with Savathun trying to steal an extremely powerful weapon for her own use, and players will use the weapon crafting recipes that they find throughout the campaign in order to reconstruct this incredibly powerful and incredibly ancient weapon.
When you put together your glaive in the campaign, you just get a taste that that's what you want to do for the rest of the weapons that you get.
This is
Weapon
honestly
crafting
really cool.
lets you target a specific role and go and build that, and you know how long it's going to take you to get there, and you get exactly the thing that you want.
I really want to see what people do with it and like the
So
feedback
glaives
that
are
we're gonna get and people sharing all of the things that they're doing with that new system.
You're creating your guardian, and you want to be able to
I'm gonna
shape
be
your
fucking
guardian
going
into
to town on this thing.
what you want them to be.
This better
and
not
this
be
gives
locked
us a great
behind,
opportunity to continue to
Eververse.
do that.
Like existing frames
This is
did not
a
be
really
locked behind
big
Eververse. I
season for
swear to
weapons in
fucking
particular.
God.
We've got 8 brand new exotics. The Austro
Using
Striga
ether
exotic
to make
submachine gun.
worms
This is
explode.
something which Guardians have made, but it's modeled after weapons of sorrow, like Thorn and Touch of Malice. Fires swarms of tiny homing projectiles that land on a target and then explode in this poison burst. We have an exotic machine gun where the whole idea is be the Colossus. You can launch a barrage of up to 20 homing missiles.
It's a comical amount of projectiles on the
It's
screen.
Wardcliff in an LMG
We're doing an
in
exotic
one.
glaive for each class this time, and the exotic perks tie deeply into the mechanics of the classes. I think they're going to be really cool additions to build crafting. We've got, the usual suite of raid weapons, destination, activity, seasonal. I recounted it this morning. I think it's about 50 new weapons.
You're going to have 2 new exotic armors for each class, totaling 6, 1 stasis, 1 non-stasis. The Titan stasis exotic. Cast your barricade, and instead of, this Traveler's Light and the Rally Barricade, you create a giant wall of ice. Even though this thing is massive, you still get all the benefits of a Rally Barricade.
Damn.
Warlock Void exotic. We called them the Devouring Rift legs because we wanted Empowering Rift to feel like it had a place in endgame content the way that Healing Rift does. Empowering Rift doesn't heal you. Well, what if it did?
Okay, that's cool.
In Season
That's
16,
cool.
you're going to see a massive revamp to the Void subclass system across all 3 classes. This is a huge update and will allow players to build craft in ways that they've never.
It's fucking true. Yes! Yes! Aspects. Let's go!
One of the things we wanted to do is create a core set of verbs like we did with stasis.
Anyone can run suppressors now. I think that's the pretty cool thing to be able
I'm going to be running suppression.
Everybody can run suppression grenades now?
We wanted you to feel like you were the energy vampire, feel like you were the Night Stalker, feel like you were that protector, that big Sentinel Titan. So you're going to see things like Bastion, a new Titan aspect, where you take your big old Sentinel shield, slam it into the ground, and create this void barricade that's going to apply overshield to you and your buddies.
My favorite aspect is probably Child of the Old Gods. As this warlock controlling space and time, I'm able to rip a hole into another dimension and then pull out this little sentient black hole. Whenever I target an enemy, my little black hole buddy is gonna fly over there and start draining their life force.
The Void 3.0 update is really
It's
setting
like a
the
mini
stage
tether.
for how we're thinking about updating the subclasses for the rest of the year.
We're
What
gonna
about the
extend this
hunters?
philosophy
What about
to
the
solar
hunters?
and
You
arc.
fucking
Solar
biased
obviously
shits.
is going to be about burning.
I know you
but
guys
there's this
love
other
Titans
component
and
to
Warlocks,
solar,
but
and that's
where's my
here.
hunters
Arc
subclass?
is all about chaining. It's all about lightning, direct attacks, quickness. We're going to take the fantasies that you know and love today. We're going to embellish them. So what you'll see is like all of the new abilities, all the new actions you take reinforce that.
That was
to the
new.
core. Pretty excited about it.
Witch Queen is very much the culmination of the last 6 to 7 years of just Destiny all together. And really, this is starting the road to the final showdown. But things aren't necessarily just dark and light anymore. There's a lot more nuance in the game.
It's going to be a real fight. Players have something that they're really going to be challenged by.
I can't wait for everyone to find out what's been going on with Savathun. Like, I'm excited.
She's been in a rock like the last 8 months. I don't know.
Aren't you?
From the throne world to the campaign to the customizable build crafting, it all comes together to make Destiny feel really new and fresh.
You
We've
can
got
throw
more
it.
Destiny coming this year than any other year before. It's one of the most ambitious releases we've ever put together, and the team is firing on all cylinders.
Tell me, Guardian, what do you think you're going to do?
I'm gonna kick your ass. That's not gonna do Savathun. I still need to pre-order the deluxe edition. I need to do that after this. Alright. We have the ViDoc done. Where the fuck was it? Vietnam War, Club Penguin still. Destiny 2. Season of the Risen. There should be a trailer for it. Seriously, did they not actually put out a trailer for it? Was it only the ViDoc? Nope, there it is. Hold on. No, there really isn't a, Well, there's a Throne World trailer. The weapons and gear trailer. There really isn't a Season of the Risen trailer. Alright. Well, we might as well go through this, break it down bit by bit, and we can dissect what we can find out of it. And it's only 17 minutes in to watch it, so let's get into it. Alright. So we have two Guardians in the Throne World gear already, starting off in the beginning. Possibly a third. I'm thinking there's going to be 3 there. We could possibly be seeing multiple people in a cutscene if we play co-op. But yeah, we have Ikora and Eris and 3 Guardians.
But you're wondering.
Which, by the way, these graphics compared to old seasons and old expansions look incredible. Like, they look realistic.
What is true? And what is false?
Yeah, there were 3 Guardians, Eris and Ikora. And this looks like the entrance to her throne world on Mars. So I'm imagining this is going to act more like we fly up in our ships into a portal that'll take us to her throne world.
The Witch Queen is an unsettling mystery.
Okay, so we see these hive things. Let's get over here to Savathun.
Has our grandest tool, the light.
She uses a Nova Bomb, cool.
It's paying off narrative threads that we planted way back in Destiny 1.
Barrier. Alright, so we have Ikora. Oh, I know where this is. This is when Zavala is talking to everybody, and Ikora's must be over here then.
I'm here to protect humanity.
How do we stop?
Okay, but back to this, it's back to this cutscene look. Okay, so maybe it'll be like live action cutscenes like. Alright.
And trying to discern what's in front of us.
Looks like Ikora here is having a vision of the light like we did. But it's not just a vision of the light.
And what's lurking.
This is fundament.
Just underneath.
We're seeing the homeworld of the hive worm gods. We are seeing fundament here. Is it possible that, like, through this, maybe in her exorcism, we'll get this, like, because I didn't see if Ikora was there, but possibly during the exorcism of Savathun, she could easily, as she dies, release all this, but like also she's being reincarnated by the light somehow. Which brings me to another thing, which I'll address later.
The surface.
What is your truth now?
There are a lot of bombshells in the Witch Queen narrative.
No shit, there's a lot of bombshells. I wanted to bring this. What is going on with Mars? It's like maybe with the Traveler there was latent light that was inlaid into it, because the Traveler, one of the first ones, the first planet it touched in our solar system, I'm pretty sure, was Mars. And that was like in the mid-21st century, or the first 30 years of the 21st century. But we see all this light pouring, and it's out of the anomaly now, which makes me think, did the darkness do something to cause this to Mars?
Witch Queen and season.
But like, let's
core of what.
Yeah, because we see these cracks of light along the ground. Is it possible that when it was in the gravitational anomaly, to prevent the darkness from completely absorbing or completely destroying it, the latent light in the planet was like defending it, creating a bubble on it?
Means to be a guardian. We are looking at and asking big questions.
Okay, let's see. All right, we see that one cutscene still where Zaval's addressing people. Osiris, well, that's Savathun, but we still don't know with Osiris what'll happen. He's probably dead. I'm gonna be real. Osiris is probably dead. Yeah. But,
Is in Witch Queen going
we get
through
some
a
more images
transformation
here
through the
of
light?
the throne world.
She
She's
has
like
these areas that
alabaster
she's kind of
hive
trying to shun and push away.
And then you get the swamps. You get the swamps, and then you get the massive alabaster palace. However, there was one more thing I wanted to...
You're looking at shapes, you're looking at these things within the world, and you're not entirely sure what they are, and you have to get close, and you have to investigate.
What's
Okay, so this
really
is when
going to be exciting for players?
actually I'm betting... Okay, my timeline of events here. We are going to... So let's say I'm at 341. Where is that? We are going to see that Mars is...
I know.
Okay, yeah. We're going to see that Mars has come out of this gravitational anomaly. We're going to see what happens to it. As then what'll happen... Where is it? We're going to see...
and asking big questions
that was Ikora
about
coming to
the
the
light
planet.
and darkness.
We have a big bad that we've been anticipating for a really long
I don't
time
give a
coming
shit.
back in the form of...
Oh, damn
The
it.
Light and Darkness saga.
We're going to see Ikora leading the charge to Mars. Our Guardians and everything, they plop down, and she's going to walk
really
this
getting
way.
to the core.
And that is when we get this shot
I know what you're...
of us finding her throne world ship, her ship, just like a dreadnought. And then that's when... Where was it?
You can still be forgiven.
What it seems.
Where was it?
It's
That's
very
when we
unsettling.
see this shot
You have to
coming
get
up.
close, and you have to investigate.
What's really going to be
When
exciting
we
for
try
players?
to go into her throne world, we'll get this up. Or that's a different series of events, and we actually go to Mars first, and then we get those things with Ikora. Like, this might be after this exorcism. Which, with the exorcism of Savathun, which is later in the trailer. But we see a bunch of stuff here. So this is the fluorescent canal, the quagmire. We see something else over there.
Savathun.
Something enclave. I wasn't quick enough to get that.
About this, you know, I felt like I was really becoming Savathun.
All right. We're at that spot. Let's drop... Oh, whoops. Let's drop this playback speed to 25. The Enclave. It's literally just called The Enclave. The fluorescent canal, alluring curtain, The Enclave. I wonder if the Enclave is the weapon crafting place. The Apothecary, Court
We've
of
also
the...
added the legendary difficulty, which
Court
is
of the
called
what?
Become Legend.
It's not for the faint of heart. It's gonna be loaded with these moments that are gonna be frustrating, almost like teeth gnashing, but when you get through those encounters, you're gonna feel like really accomplished.
Double rewards, yeah.
As people who have worked on raids and dungeons before, being able to broaden.
Interesting. Then we get...
The Hive Guardian.
All right, we're back. We're now at what season of the Risen story stuff is going to be. So let's get to that.
Broaden that experience for any kind of player who comes in is really.
Looks like there will be with this expansion maybe a new Scorn Strike that takes place in the Throne World.
If the Witch Queen is the psychic detective fantasy and journey.
Okay, we're seeing Cabal's Blue Legion and everything drop down onto the surface
Season
of the
the
moon.
Risen is that same detective throwing on their flak jacket and defending Earth.
It looks like she has a device here. This looks like it's a Hive device, though. And I believe that this seasonal activity here...
That same detective throwing on their flak jacket.
This seasonal activity will be Savathun opening portals on each planet to her throne world so that her Lucent Brood can rush into the real world. Because the thing is, I still think that her Lucent Brood will only exist in her throne world. Therefore, she needs to do this to be able to send them out into the real world, to make her truth a reality. And that's what we're going to have to be having Caiatl help us with, because she's going to be sending in her legion to back us up and to be disabling these portals.
Defending Earth from the Hive Guardians and the Lucent Hive.
All right, funny little tusk. Wow, that looks some cool Titan armor, though. I might actually cop that for my Titan.
Savathun
But we see Crow, he's back. I love Crow.
Savathun shows up on our doorstep with the light, the first person to lend us help is
Okay, so it looks like
Caiatl.
Caiatl's in the tower. Okay, cool. Zavala's...
need us to hit them.
She's got this light suppressing technology.
I honestly think that because we proved ourselves and like to Caiatl, I feel like now we're allies. Because like straight up now, we are fighting off Savathun together. Cabal and Guardians. Like I honestly want Commander Zavala to become Brachus Zavala, to be honest. But we see Zavala, Caiatl, and Saladin. Saladin, who advised Zavala to kill Caiatl. But also Saladin, who potentially, and it's a personal theory of mine, potentially was behind the attempted assassination of Zavala in the courtyard of the tower in the gardens. And maybe it went further beyond that. So Saladin said that Zavala wasn't being a strong leader. And that's what I think Saladin, his warlord attitude is kicking in here, and not a peacemaker like Zavala.
That the Cabal were using in season.
Oh my god, Caiatl's in the tower. Yeah, yeah, Caiatl's in the tower. That's Dido stuff back there. Those are our telemetries. Like, I'm betting this is at the edge of the tower. So next season, we might start seeing Cabal warships above. So we will have Cabal, Elixni, Humanity, and Awoken, technically, all in the same city. And that is incredible. Okay, so we see our Guardian, Crow, Saladin, and Zavala. 3 Titans and a Hunter. My boy Crow back there, living the dream.
Of the Chosen, and now she's going to help us use that against the Lucent Hive.
When you're working with Caiatl...
Wait, oh my god, no. Our Guardian goes. He goes into the throne world. Then Eris and Ikora come with another fire team, which is followed by Caiatl and its light-smashing cannon.
She has a different approach. It's not about asking questions. It's about getting in there and...
Wait.
Crafting.
We don't.
Okay, so we're using scions to disrupt the Lucent Brood. So scions
Really
possibly have
understand
light
what happened
suppression
when
abilities
Savathun
now?
actually was able to take light. So the campaign and Season of the Risen in many ways is about that story. Guardians need to stop Savathun's advance beyond the throne world. And Savathun poses an existential
Where was it? Okay, no. This hunter...
existential threat to everyone because she basically has a...
This hive hunter is beautiful.
Undead.
Whoops. That hive hunter was beautiful. Like...
Does very similar...
It's a blade barrage! I want that sort of thing. I want to be able to dodge, create all of those in my periphery, and then just direct them at somebody as a super. As a super, that'd be amazing. Because that's what this thing's doing.
thing as the player, like the Arc Wizard.
Oh my god. Alright. And yeah, there it is. It looks like it has a Graviton forfeit on its face. Seriously, it looks so cool.
Savathun and her Lucent Brood are the most...
Alright. Now, let's break it down a bit further here. Where is the... Alright, here we are. We're at weapon
use
crafting.
the weapon crafting recipes that they find throughout the campaign in order to reconstruct.
Alright, and I will have a video coming out separately about weapon crafting that I've been kind of theorizing on for a while now. And now that we have a proper look...
It's incredibly powerful and
the,
incredibly
at
ancient.
the weapon forge, which I'm pretty sure this is the Enclave. I'll be able to put out a proper video on it that I can actually detail with 2 weeks remaining what weapon crafting will entail.
When you put together your glaive in the campaign, you just get a taste that that's what you want to do for the rest of the weapons that you get.
Weapon crafting...
God, that looks so cool. That just looks so good.
Lets you target...
Wait, hold on. Okay. So what I'm thinking...
Of the weapons that you get.
Weapon crafting...
I'm thinking what'll happen is this table will constantly change over time. And because of that, because you can see all of these, like, molds and stuff on the walls over here, over there, some stuff over here and some stuff over there, and then you just have the table. I think what'll happen is over time we'll unlock all of these on the walls. All of these on the walls, all these here. By completing objectives, we'll slowly unlock more and more stuff that'll allow us to be fully customizable, and I'll talk on that in my video.
Lets you target a specific...
Okay. So, we can create a new weapon, which is with the frames that we have, and reshape existing weapons. I think the reshape would be reshaping using the weapons like we have in our inventory already, while shaping would be with the frame, with the weapons we have unlocked in the collections. We can easily modify from there, and then as well as creating the new
go
weapon.
And build that.
Thing is, I don't know. Oh, raid weapon, no, wait, no. We're getting an auto rifle for Season of the Risen. Oh, I need that. Like, so cool. I hope it's not an energy weapon. Wait, no. Of course I want it to be an energy weapon. That'd be great. So I can use a Forerunner. No, but like, as you can see, we only have unlocked right now the Season of the Risen and the Witch Queen weapons.
And you know how long it's going to take you to get there, and you get exactly
the
thing that you want.
I really want to see what people do with it and like the feedback that we're getting.
So yeah, neutral element. This is the thing that will be able to unlock us the whoa, baby. They finally actually show us the numbers. Impact, range, shield, handling, reload. This is actually a great way to do it, because you can finally see while you're crafting what the numbers will do.
Gonna get, and people sharing all of the things.
Damn. Wait, whoa. I just saw
we're
that.
Gonna get, and people sharing all of the things.
Oh, you little sneaky bitches. I'm not letting you off that easily. Okay, alright, okay. Right now, we are seeing perks, which they're now calling traits. So we genuinely have the ability to unlock, oh, whoopsies, to unlock any perk we want for a gun. As long as it's feasibly allowed in the loot pool. Well, maybe it could be like they'll unlock, oh god, I think that might be it. Alright, so I'll have to touch on this for my weapon crafting video, but still, this looks incredible. So you have two options for that. Then you have a masterwork slot is what I think this one on the end here is. And then you're able to shape your final thing. I'm pretty sure this is a reset button. Alright. So it'll pop up with this symbol if it was a newly shaped weapon. And I'm assuming it'll pop up with the other symbol if it was a modified weapon. Which gives a lot more, like, meaning. We can feasibly now see 3 new weapon types. A created weapon, a modified weapon, and a random roll weapon. Do I see 3 perks? Oh my god, I see 3 perks. We can level up. Oh my god. We can level up weapons by killing with it. Alright, weapon crafting video will be needed. Alright. So we have the worm that's charged with either, so we can blow it up.
We've got 8 brand new exotics.
Yep. Bet the House of Light are starving because we're using their ether to blow worms up.
The Ostriga exotic submachine gun. This is...
Okay, the Ostringa. This is the one that's going to be coming with it. So we are feasibly seeing... We are going to see all of the weapon ingredients. We will have resonant alloy, neutral element, ascendant alloy, and ruinous element. Oh my god. This is incredible. We could feasibly put any perk. Like we have our exotic perk here. We can craft exotics. All exotics could now be random. Oh god, Telesto, what will it do? What will Telesto do to the game? Oh god, oh no. Telesto cannot be allowed to be crafted. Bungie, please god, Telesto can't be allowed to be crafted. Alright.
Is something which Guardians have made, but it's modeled after Weapons of Sorrow.
Weapon shaped.
Like Thorn and Touch of Malice. Fires, Swarm.
Wait, he just dropped Touch of Malice. Because this is a Book of Sorrow weapon. This is a Weapon of Sorrow. Are we going to be seeing, my boy Touch of Malice return? As in, the new raid that they're going to remaster. Is it going to be King's Fall? They don't just drop names like that. Randomly. Yeah, they could be one referring to the Weapons of Sorrow. But we're getting a remastered raid. A new dungeon. I know it's not going to be Crota, because they said that's going to be turned into a dungeon, they think. So we could either be seeing King's Fall return, like having a dark hive raid and a light-based hive raid in the same year, or we can see the new raid for Savathun and Wrath of the Machine, which won't make sense thematically. Okay, I have another theory idea, a short theory video that I'll be putting out later this week too about this. Damn, this is incredible.
Forms of tiny homing projectiles.
Tiny little homing projectiles, yeah. And then we literally have the Wardcliffe machine gun. This is no joke.
Projectiles on the screen.
It has the same sound as the Wardcliffe coil. We literally made a machine gun out of a Wardcliffe coil. Alright. Shows us some old weapons that we already have.
I think it's about 50 new weapons.
Said 50 new weapons. Now I'm thinking, will it be 50 new? Or the let's just say the seasonal and the seasonal weapons are new. The Witch Queen weapons are new. Will the rest, let's just say that averages out to be 25. That means another half of them. Will that be just reissued world drops, or will that be anything different? Because when you say new, I'm thinking you're going to mean half is going to be new, half is going to be reissued world drops, like you've said all along. Because all of the world drops that we've gotten when you say are new have been reissued. So, like, I don't know what to think about that. But let's, yeah, you see the Titan stasis one. There's 2 for each class. One of the light-based hunter one literally just amplifies middle tree, which nobody wants that. We want something different. You know what the weird thing is? There's only one Blade Barrage super exotic, and it's Galanor. Shards of Galanor are the only Blade Barrage super exotic. But like for middle tree, we have I think 3, and this is going to be the 4th. No, we have 1 specifically for it, 2 that are completely, like, can be used for it as well, for all of the Arc subclass, and then this one is going to be for middle tree, so 2 and 2 now. Hunters for Solar, we have what? Shards of Galanor. We have the Celestial Nighthawk. I'm not thinking there's any other super buffing ones or super utilization ones for Solar. I don't know, at least for Hunters. Yeah, because everything else is just utility-based exotics. Or, like, do certain things, like Mechaneer's Thick Sleeves. Delete that shit from the game, Bungie, or re-fucking do it. Making that your sidearms reload faster? I don't. You gave us give us several useless exotics, while you give everybody else so many fucking good exotics that break the game constantly. Alright, let's keep going. Alright, to my favorite part of the episode. The new...
Now, I think that's the... Anyone can...
Alright, hold on. They really are bad with this. Hold on.
Like we did...
Okay. Where is it? Okay,
and will
is it
allow
right
players
after this?
to build...
Yeah, okay. We are seeing the Warlocks. We are seeing aspects that don't grant additional...
craft in ways that they've never
slots.
done.
So we're seeing a more balanced system here. I don't know how much the aspects give, but...
Herbs, like we did.
Yeah. This one gives 1. The
With
one they go
stasis.
down to gives 2.
Anyone can run suppressors now.
That's kind of dangerous that everybody can run suppressors.
Suppressor
Yeah.
grenade
Oh,
prop.
yeah.
That's a frag grenade, bro. But I mean, yeah, it's useful because now that everybody can run suppressor grenades, it makes the light hive really easy to take down, it feels like, if you run Void. Which, that also kind of pushes it into the fact that you're forcing players to play Void. And kind of like shoving aside Arc. Well, for Hunters, you're shoving aside Solar. For Titans, I think you're shoving aside another light subclass. But you're keeping Stasis and Void for Warlocks and Titans, it seems. And you're keeping Stasis and Arc for Hunter for the exotics. Because, like, we know both of the Warlock exotics now. Okay. Anything else that we need to be looking at today?
Final
Quick
showdown.
still
But
cutscene.
things are...
Oh man, we are going to be in for it because Dude, Saladin's going to say some words. Saladin is going to be mouthing off to Caiatl.
Aren't necessarily just...
Yeah, he's going to be mouthing off to Caiatl. I want to see Saladin get his shit rocked. We get actually really good detail on Caiatl, though. That's really cool.
It's dark and light anymore. There's a...
After Zavala looks at the signs like, oh, what are you looking at, Zavala? All right. But besides that...
Aren't you?
Interesting.
From the throne world to the...
This looks like such a good campaign. I honestly
put together
cannot wait for this campaign to drop here in, what, 2 weeks exactly now? God. This is going to be an interesting launch, and I wonder what the live event will be on the Monday beforehand. Because this drops the 22nd, which is the day after President's Day. Ooh, this is going to be this is really going to be interesting. All right, I'm going to end it there. And thank you for sticking around to the end of the video. I'll talk to you later, guys. See ya.